Bigbossjock. Day 75 of the protest. Episode 47 of the radio show. The Doobie Brothers, they're giving us the remote today. Best of. We're headed downtown San Antonio. Oh. Yeah, got some cargo. Gonna park near the Alamo. Oh. Yeah. I'll be walking a couple blocks or so. I'll leave it there for this moment. Right here, the time being. I already made it through the check station. That's before I crossed the street. I'm out here in front of the F.B.I. field office. Redding, California. On the sign that says I was sodomized. June of 14. Former Director Comey was one of the participants. Straight pins were involved. I'll start first with my anus. Inserted into my rectum and hooked up to electroshock. That's the heads of the pins. Each time they were inserted in. The bottoms of my feet. If you people care to, read the book of poems, Yankee Sam, and you'll learn about the rendition flight I was given. Given? Sent on. Radio. Rebelde. Continuando. Día 75. Del Protesta. Episodio 47. The radio show. Yo, el gran jefe. Alento a mí, nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor, es que me ayuda a hacer la rima. Y yo digo, gracias a nuestro Señor a acompañarme. In English, the one only God, Father in heaven, is right here inside. He else would do the wrong, and I do say thank you to our one only God. Continuing on, doing what I'm doing, and that's protesting. Yeah, well, it's what it is. Protest. Rendition flight, torture. They repeated it because the flat line didn't take me out before. So in this field office, they repeated the techniques. The cover memory had been set. Oh, they flatlined me, bring me back. Bring me back? It's back then. And then I'd be sent on the transsexual show. She appears in the afternoon, and they took my multiple identity family members. From what I'm understanding, there was various. Well, they got up and told their stories. I look forward to one day maybe I'll be able to tell mine. Actually, I'm not looking forward, though. I'm not looking forward to much, and that's in the future. Because the future just looks bleak. And that's the way it is for me. So I'll just say maybe one day. And here you go, analysts. You who have the technology, zoom in on my arms, and you'll see the pin insert marks. Oh, somebody yapping? Oh, you over there yapping from the other side of the street, huh? Keep yapping about yacky or yakking. Nah, just someone gonna walk across the intersection one way, then across the intersection the other way, and start yelling. Yap, yak, yak. All right, here we go. Let's talk about some episodes. I do this so it keeps me in a good mood. I analyze, and it gives me something to do. It's part of my life. So I'm going to share with you, and that's the Synthonia. What did I see before my eyes? It's really funny, and it's going to make you people laugh. All right, I interview? I don't interview. Hi, I see you, and I know you. You're women, and you're on the show The View. I analyze The View Monday through Friday. Everything they do. I don't watch every segment, but I watch most of them. All right, I'm going to analyze for you Deborah Messing. It's her name, and how there's a staged psychiatry is being used, meaning she's reading off a cue card, being told what to do, and I'll explain to you, the Synthonia, the audience, how this is being done. The subliminal programming, along with the news events of the day, because they all coincide. with what the comedian had to say on The View. Today, it is May 24th, and I enjoyed the move. Alright, now what were they talking about? It's funny. Now, I've explained, no, it's been explained. Our God, He's right here inside. He helps me do the rhyme. I wouldn't want to be I. Yeah, usually it's a group effort. I'm over here. I don't say we, I just do it how I do it. I am me, that I do know. Yeah, see? I do it like that. The radio show. Jedediah. She has her hand. Look at these are in quarter seconds. Messages being given. Now what they do is, whether it's Donald speaking before the family Assad, the king, the Roy and his boy who grew up to be the prince. Yeah, that dance. Alright, look at when he talks. He could talk, look at the prom king. He was the one that's not as popular as the prom king from before, Barry. Barry talked for almost 2 hours on his closing speech. That means he's almost eight times better. I almost said other words, but we'll just say the impression given is that he's 8 times the statesman, because his speech was 8 times longer, a good 7 times longer. Barry's final speech. Donald, to the Yankee Nation, could only muster with his $1 billion. Every statement he makes, people, listeners, analysts, such as evil losers, he goes to his consultants. Consultant 1, 2, 3, and 4, put in your best idea for my statement I need to go out and tell in 2 hours, say before the rolled. Let me see them. I'll take consultant number 3. That is a good statement. I'm going to go out and give that one today. This is how it works. They don't go out and spontaneous. Oh, let me think. I'm going to do the best I can muster. They're evil losers. That sounds like evil doers, and it rhymes too. Okay, that's a good one. They're evil doers. Oh, come on. They're evil losers. Oh, that's right. He got that from consultant number 3 with their law degree, and they also have a political science degree. That's the best they could do for you, Yankee public, and for that matter, the world. And what it will be is dissected on The View about how ignorant Donald is with his short views. Narrow they are. He could only come up with evil loser. No, Whoopi, who also is known as Doopy, they're the duper community. Took on the last name of a Jew, probably a promoter, I'm guessing. It's not Jewberg, it's Goldberg. For a couple minutes dissecting how ignorant Donald's, and it's not how ignorant, just again, disapproval, and at the same time build up Barry with the innuendos. Make sure everyone knows Barry's not there any longer, and what a shame, disgrace, the whole show with Donald saying that, that's the best statement could come up with, evil losers. No, that's the best his 5 or 3 nearest lawyers with political science degrees could come up with for the role that day. That's what should be discussed. Because why is his lawyers, his consultants, so inept? Scripting this act comes from the CIA, psychiatrists. The move I saw today, there's a politician. I believe he said he was the governor of Ohio, and Ohio gets to choose for all the 50 Yankee states. So take one away, so the other 49. And for some reason, they are so important, and they're you people with I'm going to get out of your electoral system. That's what keeps you in a perpetual state of diversion. You, Yankee Empire, Republic, population. I'll jump right out of there. He is a politician. I believe his last name's Kasich. And I don't want to say it wrong. I don't follow the politics too much. I know the ones who've been there for a while. Here's a new name for me. I believe it's Kasich. So this is what's going to happen. You people can watch and analyze. Jedediah, she's talking. And she's got her hand, it's on the table. And they use these techniques, as I was saying, whether Donald's talking before the Saudi family or the House Assad, the family Assad. Oh, they're tired. You see, they say two words at the same time. They're higher up in the pyramid than Donald. The king is. He doesn't go away. He's a permanent fixture right there. He's stealing the money away. Stowing it? I mean, filling the coffers? For the others. Instead of going to Greater Arabia, which represents all Arabs. A kingdom for them, for their own people, not for Yankee imperialists half the world away. That's being tolerated because the monarchies are propped up by Yankee Sam. Where's the money invested? That's why the line, they are the Saudis. The one about the formula, and there's part of the title, it is the title. Those movies, and that's part of my programming too. Watch the movie, the cover memory been set. The king, he speaks English quite well, fluently, when he chooses to speak English. Look at Frumpy. Her name's the translator, and it's not. And I'll find out her name later. It's computer generated, not her as the person. Her movements, her hair, the expression on her face. Remember, bird of a feather flock together. If the professional leader has unprofessional people serving them, then they also appear unprofessional. They should have chose better. This is staged. It's an act. You people are watching computer generation, the movements, and they use techniques, conditioning of the people. Every time the eyes look to the left side of the screen, the people that identify with those eyes feel a great closeness. The people who don't identify with those eyes looking to the left-hand side of the screen, again, are offended. This goes on in all the programming. It's quite, I'd say, heavy. The influence, conditioning. Notice the presidential inauguration, at which times Donald looks to the left-hand side of the screen. That means exclusively to his group. Look at the words that are spoken. All right, let's go to the View today. It's May 24th. There's only two segments with the politician. His name's Kasich. I called you I think you're a governor of Ohio. I believe you said that, and I think you're still acting that part as an acting governor. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I mean to be exactly how I am. And that is you politicians, the ones who choose to be Reds, rebels, part of the 13 colonies, they'll give you respect as a statesperson. Whether you're a woman or a man, that'll be seen who it is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You, sir. I understand. You deserve the respect as in, okay, you got to that place. You're well-spoken. Maybe you'd be an asset inside the 13 colonies, even though you chose the wrong way in past years. Continuing on with the episode today, there was only two segments. So this is the technique. The technique of leading the segments, which now have been reduced down to a second and a half, 2 segments during the conversation, those segments, meaning a continual fluid scene of one image. They close up on the face, then they draw away, they show the whole table, they close up on another face again for a second and a half, pull away, include 2, now they have the whole group, now they go back to one face. This is to fragment your minds. You, the public. And these are techniques that are used to keep your attention. I'm going to give you an example. It's also to get the people to masturbate, so you understand this was the message today. And I'll go with you. All right, here we go. We're going to zoom in. But right now we zoomed out. We know that Jedediah, she's at the end of the table, and she's always left out. Oh, I can talk about the daily conditioning that we learn. She's the Caucasian being excluded. She just isn't, hip enough. I'm right here. It's groovy, and I'm in 73. She can't groove like the others, the rest of the group, and she never gets to eat her food on that side of the table with the African-descended Americans. They are the only ones that can sit on that side of the table. Do that dance? Well, they don't give anyone else a chance. Nope. Sonny with Whoopi play a tag team. Out there doing roller derby. Socking up Jedediah often. Good afternoon, ma'am. So this is the move. Jedediah, I think she was laughing. Oh, she was paying attention to the conversation. She's got her hand on the table, her arm, her forearm. Okay, that's 1-1. Now they're gonna show, that's on one segment. So say half a second, 1 second. Now they're gonna zoom in on her a little more. And what she's gonna do is, it's computer generated, it appears as if she has her hand between her legs and she moves her shoulder just a bit. It's only a quarter second. Now we're gonna go from seeing Jedediah do that move to the next image. Joy, she moves her shoulder just a little more, and almost as if it gave her a little bit of joy. And with her other hand, she pointed her finger. That's her right hand. And that finger will intersect the next, and that's a man, and his name's Kasich. And he hits his hand onto his lap, and he takes off and goes and goes and goes, starts talking. So everyone that was watching, and it's 4 women, the women saw those moves. I mean, they were doing it too. They're down there. Oh, yeah. Feeling. They got their hand. They're feeling the urge. They're being programmed. Fornicate. The masturbating took them to the man that slapped his lap. It's right there. And the man's name's Kasich, a politician. It got me laughing, and the thing was, I saw Jedediah's hand movement to Joy's, and I called it before I saw him, the politician named Kasich, slap his hand on his lap and start talking. Oh, it got me laughing. Yes, it did, because I knew what they were doing. And they were using the technique to grab our attention, going from one segment to the next, the segments that are 1 to 2 seconds long. And that's the way the whole episode is filmed, for 36 seconds. No, excuse me, minutes, without the commercials. You realize how many fragmented segments you people are watching? I mean, it isn't a continual episode. The segment is fragmented down into seconds. And there's code given. Every second, subliminal code, maybe 4 different signs are being given in 1 second. Your mind is accelerated, the subconscious part, being bombarded with subliminal codes, code giving. Brought to you by Yankee Sam, the 6 corporations. It was quite interesting, and I didn't keep my rhyme at the end. But I'm going to go download that one into my list so I can bring it up later. Yeah, I think it was around 2 minutes, and it was right there towards the end of the segment. Maybe 2:50, I'll have to look. I want to say 2:29, 2:25, maybe. I'll have to look again. It's quite interesting. Another thing to mention, okay, this is what we're going to hear in the news a lot, and I'll bring it back in the next segment. I won't forget. All right, I know it's a region, and they're going to claim something. Coming up in the next segment, it was mentioned, and it was out of place. I'll explain how they do this also in the next segment coming up. Bigbossjock, inside of me, our one only God, Father in heaven, Allah. He's who helps me do the rhyme. And I won't say that again. That way they'll think he always comes second. Allah, our one only God, Father in heaven. And excuse me, of course I'll say it the other way. I can say it both ways. What people need to understand is he's the same. He's our Father in heaven. El gran jefe. Yo, Fernando fuera. Antes que voy, me gustaría dar gracias a nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor, por ayudarme, a acompañarme durante esta protesta, ayudándome a hacer la rima. Es un radio show donde hay mucha rima. Con el tiempo, el ritmo, los Doobie Brothers. Si ustedes quieren seguir, Fernando fuera.